The world has a strange way of stepping aside when somebody says, "I'll do it or die." I said to myself, I'm going to do it or die. That's it. I'll starve to death if necessary. Demand success from yourself. Do or die in order to be at your best. It has to be everything. You're not going to beat me. I'm prepared to die. We can climb out of hell 1 inch at a time. 1 inch is all it takes. It's the time in your life where it's do or die. Fourth quarter. You have to live and die by your performances. It is do or die. See, that's powerful. That could be the day that turns your life around. If I asked you tonight, you're going to die, would you not live this afternoon a little bit different? For me, it was do or die on the field. So therefore, where other people kind of called it quits and threw it in the towel, I didn't have the choice. If I say tomorrow is your last day on earth, would you not wake up early in the morning and just savor it at sunset? Right now, we have the most valuable asset on earth on our side, time. But it's running out. Man says, I will climb the mountain. They've told me it's too high. It's too far. It's too rocky. It's too difficult. It's never been done before. But it's my mountain. I will climb it. Pretty soon you'll see me waving from the top or dead on the side. 'Cause I ain't coming back. That's going to make a difference. When you have nothing left, that's when it's showtime. When you find a way out of nowhere. When you find breath that you don't have. When you find energy that did not exist. When you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you find a way. Resolve says I will. Two of the most powerful words in the language. Benjamin Disraeli said, nothing can resist a human will that will stake its existence on its purpose. Shortly put, I'll do it or die. Best definition of resolve I got from a little junior high girl, Foster City, California. I'm going through some words one day. I got to this one and I asked the kids, who can tell me what resolve means? Some didn't know, some tried. Interesting. The last one was the best. Little girl about 3-year-olds back. She said, I think I know Mr. Ron. I said what? She said, I think resolve means promising yourself you will never give up. I said, that's the best I've ever heard. I asked the kids, how long should a baby try to learn how to walk? How long would you give your average baby before you say, hey, enough's enough? No. Any mother in the world would say, you're crazy. My baby is going to keep crying. What? Until. What a magic word. I want you to write it down. Until. Promise yourself you'll read the books until your skills change. You'll go to seminars until you get a handle on it. You'll listen to it until it makes sense. You'll go for it until you understand it. You'll practice it until you develop the skill. Never give up until however long that is. Step by step, piece by piece, book by book, word by word, apple by apple. Walk around the block. Walk around the block. Go for it. Don't miss the chance to grow and resolve that you'll pay the price until you learn, change, grow, become. Then you'll discover some of life's best treasures. When you pay that price, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, when you ain't got nothing left in your tank, you got to think about the people in your life that you're doing this for. And then if you can think about them, you can go 1 more mile. You can go 1 more day at work. You can find a scholarship. Listen to me. When you're doing it for somebody else, when you're like that lion, if I don't grind, if we don't grind, if I don't grind, they don't eat. Get committed. Get all in. You keep dating it. You keep thinking about it. You keep talking about it. It is possible to fully commit yourself to something. It is possible to accomplish what you see in your head to hold it in your hand. It is possible. The question is, can you give your all, the willpower, the belief, the confidence, and just like you go to the gym and you lift your muscles, right? You have to exhaust them to grow them. Perishable. Use it or lose it. Your confidence must be the same way and must be tested every single day. Safety, comfort zones are dead zones because your true potential will never be matched, guys. Will never be matched. Get serious. Life is serious. We call it life or death. Somebody asked me one time if I had a good description of life. I said, yes, I think I've got a good one. Life is the struggle to keep death at a respectable distance. Right? Death seems to want to move in prematurely. If you want to live a good, long, flourishing life, you got to push back. You can't just give in. You got to push back. It's the time when you're ready to give up. But, you know, if you do, you'll never be able to live with yourself with the guilt and shame of not pulling yourself out of this state. Which way are you going to turn? Many people reach this point. And here's the thing. The choice you make now determines your perception on whether or not you'll move that inch. The deeper down you go, the more growth there is on the way back up. So Bushido goes deeper than just I'm ready to die for something. It's to live life in every breath. It's to seek a perfection in your manners, in your life, in everything you do. So when people hear that at such a surface level, they're like, oh, he's willing to die for so to leave. Think about deeper meaning than that. Are you living the life that you want to live, or are you living a life off of survival, fear, right? Which a lot of us do. We live our life off of fear because we're scared of failure. And what does Mushid mean? To readily die for something you believe in. As you look back on your life, the windows of opportunity have closed. Your ability is no longer present. And you think back that you could have been great. Right now, you had the ability to never have that debate inside your head because that's the debate you can never win. You can go back and forth, back and forth. There's no verdict. The jury is always going to be in the jury room. It's never going to come back saying you did okay. What you will do is you will bury that deep inside. You won't tell anyone that you could have been this. You will be second best to your true potential and you'll live your life fine. But then one of your friends is going to succeed in some endeavor and you're going to hate him for it because his success is a spotlight shining down on your missed opportunity. Should call, could call, don't call. On the wrong track. Could change. Should change. Don't change. You're on the wrong track. Letters you haven't written, conversations you haven't had with your family, somebody you should sit down with when you get back home, get that job done. Don't let neglect destroy your days, destroy your life, and destroy your future. Go back and do what you can. And if you'll do what you can, then life will give you some extraordinary things to do. We all pity the man, right? Wants to stride out of his house, go straighten out the corporation, has not yet straightened out his garage. You gotta take care of the small disciplines before life will give you a chance to handle the more complicated disciplines. The world has a strange way of stepping aside when somebody says, I'll do it or die. That's the game, right? Like either you're right or you're wrong. Either you win or you lose. But if you're going to come to me and tell me you don't have time in a world where I work every second for 18 hours a day, you're going to have a tough time making me feel bad that it's not happening for you, because that's part of it. It's simple. It's now or never time. What would have had to have happened in a week for you to look back on that week with pride? Okay, maybe stop breaking promises to yourself. When you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m., and when the option comes to hit the snooze button, don't do it. There's one win that you've got for the day. That's action. So, it all comes down to this moment. This moment is the only time we can transform. And I say joy now or never. Don't miss the opportunity of this moment because the days are going to be long, but the months will be short. You have an opportunity. Seize the opportunity. We all get wake-up calls. We get wake-up calls in our relationship. We get wake-up calls in our finances. And some people, the phone's ringing off the hook right now. They're getting wake-up calls on a bunch of things. They're at home with their family, and they're starting to realize I was disconnected from my family. I haven't been plugged in. They got a wake-up call on their relationships at home. They've gotten a wake-up call on, I don't have any savings and I'm deeply in debt. This isn't working. And so the cool thing is when you get the call, then you have to make the choice. Are you going to answer the phone? And if we pick the phone up, that means, baby, it's time to change. Are you going to answer the phone? Are you going to change your life where you say never again? Maybe it's time to increase your quality of life. Maybe instead of staying in the middle back seat, it's time to upgrade to the exit row or business class. Maybe it's time to eat at a different restaurant. Maybe it's time to really think about your money dial and say, hey, I always claim that wellness is important, and yet I'm still eating like the same old thing I used to eat 10 years ago. Maybe it's time to upgrade what I eat and where I work out and all that kind of stuff, my gear. You can do that. You've made it. You already won the basic game. So now you get to benefit from it. I believe if you're the kind of person that has spent too much time thinking about where to go, that it's time to get in the car and start driving. And you have to be able to pivot quickly. You have to be able to adjust fast. You have to constantly be aware of the changes around you. And you don't have time to kind of say, well, I'm going to give it 6 months and think about it. You give it 6 days and hit it. The fastest person doesn't win the race. It's the person who starts first. Be the now. What you want to be later, it starts right now. And if you're not doing the now, don't ever expect the later. Be the person you want to look in the mirror. Everyone's like, oh, later in life I want to do this. Later in life, I want to do that. Later in life is turning around, looking in the mirror right now. That's later in life. Unless that turnaround is something in progressing later in life ain't going to be anything different. Absolutely. You do whatever it takes. Even if it risks your life, that's your dream. I made the decision that, look, this is what I want to do. Somebody's given me an opportunity. I'm going to take advantage of it. I have 24 hours in the day. I try to take advantage of every hour. Most days I just want to wake up and make the most of the time I have. I realize it's finite and that I think I'm here for some purpose. That's what I was trained to believe, my own family spiritually, like we're all here for some purpose to give. Then mostly I'm just constantly worried that I'm not fulfilling that promise. I was like, wow, if I'm not pushing myself to do more and to have more impact, then I'm not really taking full advantage of why I'm here. Because if you spend your time learning too much and never acting, I consider myself a do or die. Someone that has the fortitude, the work ethic, and the grit to turn all their passions into reality by seeing it, believing it, planning it, and doing it. I'm just saying that when the mind and the body connect and you don't give yourself a way out, the only way out for me at that time was death. I'm going to be a Navy SEAL, or I'm going to die, or I'm going to die. John, it's the moment you realize everything in your life has come to a point where you can either stay where you are, or you can pick up your bags. You can build the courage to move that inch in order to build even just the slightest bit of momentum. It's the time in your life where it's do or die, but the responsibility is supposed to be yours. And if you can't do it, you scratch, claw, and even die trying. The hustler is going to outwork everybody in the room. The hustler says, if me and you are on the treadmill, two things are going to happen. Either you're going to get off first, or I'm going to die trying to beat you because I'm completely sold out to the dream division that I'm carrying. I am totally committed to this. Anything you want, you can get. But you have to be honest about it. Because if you don't love it and you ain't willing to die for it, don't do it. You ain't got to meet me nowhere. I'm coming to get you. And every giant in your life, slay them. You go back and slay them. Don't kill them. Slay them. It's do or die.